words in his soft voice. Chicago and UVA were in there. And he trailed, toying with him like he loved to do. Jacob almost wanted to scream for Rick to tell him. And what? He playgrowled, wishing he could wrap his arms around his boyfriend. They're thick as hell, Rick yelled. Damn, who's around? Jacob yanked Rick into his arms and hugged him like any wild, happy graduating senior would his best friend. A few people around them turned and laughed with them, not thinking there was anything sexual about their embrace. He didn't care anyway. In a few months, they'd be gone. Together. Rick got his acceptance letter 2 days ago. Fuck yeah, Rick yelled. They laughed, startled at the outburst, and took off running, their gowns flying open, toward Jacob's rundown Corolla. Where are they? At my house, under my mattress. Your mom coming back tonight? Jacob hollered over the loud rock music pumping from his one good speaker in the back. Nope, Rick replied with a sexy leer. How does a little high school graduation, college acceptance sex sound tonight? Sounds unfucking believable. As soon as they pulled alongside the curb in front of Rick's house, both of them jumped out of the car and sprinted to the front door. Jacob spared a glance at his own driveway and saw his dad's rusty pickup was still in the driveway. It was noon, so he was probably awake by now, which meant Jacob was staying away the rest of the day and night. Rick closed the bedroom door and locked it, more so out of habit than need, since the house was empty. Let's open them at the same time. Jacob rolled his eyes and pulled Rick in for a long, wet kiss before he ripped into the thick packet. Rick had pulled his own from his drawer and was reading it again. Jacob kept darting his eyes up, making sure Rick was smiling as much as he was. Jacob's mouth hurt. He was grinning so wide, until he got to the 4th paragraph. He'd only received a partial academic scholarship. Fuck! His boyfriend jumped, almost dropping his papers. What, babes? What is it? I don't have a full ride. Jacob was stunned. He hurriedly ripped into the envelope from Virginia. Fuck, same. He'd never expected this. You said yours was a full ride? Yeah, Rick said slowly, rereading his own letter to be sure. How is that possible, babes? You got a higher GPA than me and did more clubs. Let me see. Jacob still clutched his papers tightly. Oh, my fucking... They're basing it all off my father's income. Shit. The scholarship is for tuition only. It won't cover books, food, or the goddamn dorm. Fuck me. Okay, hold on. This isn't so bad. Rick tried to reason. Jacob wanted to let the tears fall, but refused. He didn't understand this at all. Maybe because they were two of the most expensive schools in the country. Look, talk to your dad. See if he'll sign a couple of forms. No big deal. Rick rubbed circles on his back while he sat dejectedly on the edge of the bed. You mean sign a couple checks? He's not going to give me a damn thing but a hard time. Babes, you're trying to go to college. It's not like you're asking him for bail money. If he's any kind of father, he'll understand. If he was any type of father, he would have been at my goddamn graduation and not home asleep. Jacob shrugged off Rick's hand. You wouldn't get it. Rick looked like he'd been slapped. Damn it. Ah, damn. Babes, I didn't mean that. Rick gnawed on his lip, like he did when he was pissed, and moved to the other side of the room. Rick thought his own dad was practically a superhero. He was a police officer, killed in the line of duty 4 years ago, while saving a woman and her child from her abusive husband. The man busted him in the back of the head with a metal bat when his back was turned. He was, no doubt, a great dad. Left his family with insurance, pension, and everything else they needed. Jacob only meant Rick wouldn't understand what it was like to have a deadbeat for a father. Just go talk to your dad and see what he says. If you wait until later, he'll be gone to Rocklands. Like every evening. Jacob didn't want to. He wanted to make love to his guy, then order a pizza and play NBA 2K, like they did to celebrate any accomplishment. Talking to his dad was the last thing he wanted to do, now or any time. But Rick was right. If he waited until the evening, his dad...